Hi, I'm moving to Hamburg in a couple of days, so while packing my things, I thought that I should probably get rid of some of my makeup products. It's gonna be very hard, and I can tell you now that out of my eyeshadow palettes, not much is going to go. I have to be realistic here, you know? I'm gonna try, and yeah, we'll see. So these are all the eyeshadow palettes that I own, so let's just get right into it. So it's not gonna be in any particular order. I'm just gonna grab a palette, a random one, and show it to you. The first one is the Naked 3, which is a really old one. I am going to keep this. I love this still. I'm just gonna put it right there. I have the Naked 1 and it looks like it is really old and it looks really old. But this one was like my first eyeshadow palette that I ever got. So just for that reason I'm going to keep it, and it still looks fine to me. Well, that was a bit patchy. Maybe it was a bad example, but I'm still going to keep this. It's a Naked palette, so and they don't sell it anymore, so I'm gonna just hold on to it until it gets moldy. And the next one is the Naked Heat. I do like the colors. I do like the quality as well, but yeah, that's that one, Naked Heat. The next one is the Naked Cherry, and it's my last Naked palette. I don't have the Naked 2, and I don't have the Naked Smoky. And what's the new one? The Reloaded? I don't have that one either. But this is the cherry one, and I think it's one of my favorites. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one as well. Let's move on to this one. This is a Skinfood little, what does it say? Sugar Bloom Shadow Box in number 3. Cappucchino Bloom. I don't ever use this. Like, I would never take it anywhere because it's only 3 shades. I would rather take like one of the Naked palettes. So I am going to get rid of it, and I think I'm gonna just throw it out because it's a very old one. This one is the Face Shop one, Less Than 3 Artist Touch Shadow in number 4, Golden Brown. I'm going to get rid of it because it's all shimmer shades, and I don't know, I don't think it's that good. And it's really old too, so I'm just gonna throw this one out as well. Let me move on to this one. It's the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I have yet to play with this a little more. I have used it a couple times, but I still need to like try out every single shade. But yeah, gonna keep it. Let me move on to my Juvia's Place palettes. So this one is the Saharan palette. It's a very pretty one. They are so pretty. Like, seriously though, so creamy. This is a matte one, but I have yet to play around with this one more, so I'm gonna keep it, obviously. The next one is the Nubian palette. This one is a very neutral brown palette. I love this one. I think this one is like one of my favorite Juvia's palettes that I own. I'm obviously going to keep this one. The next one is the Zulu palettes. I'm getting it all dirty now. This is a very colorful one. I think this came in a bundle with a couple of other palettes. That's why I have this, but I don't think that I would have bought it if it wasn't in the bundle. But anyway, I'm glad that I have it, and I'm excited to try it even more. The next one is the Tribe, and this one I actually tried to use a couple of times. I don't know. I don't think, like, I'm not sure if I can completely pull off a green eyeshadow look, but I like it, so I'm keeping it. The next one is the Masquerade Mini palette, and this one has a bunch of pretty shades, like these blue ones. I have yet to do a blue eyeshadow look. Maybe I'm gonna do that very soon, and these are very pretty, like reddish brown shades, and these I have not tried yet. And this one obviously I'm keeping. The next one is the Magic Mini palette. It's in the same format. I don't think that I have this kind of gold in any of the palettes, so I love this. And I do like these shimmer shades. And I'm kind of excited for this one. I'm not sure how I would use it yet. I'm gonna have to try and do something with it, but yeah, I really like this palette as well. And all the Juvia's palettes are so freaking pigmented, so I love it. And last but not least, the Nubian 2. Oopsie. I do like the Nubian 2 too. It's like a very fallish kind of palette, so I'm excited to use it more during fall. I like this. I like the Juvia's Place palettes. Great quality and not expensive at all. Very affordable. So yeah, that's that. So this is the pile that I'm keeping, and this is the pile that I'm getting rid of. It's going great. Let me move on to something that I am going to get rid of. The Collection Eyes Uncovered Nude palette. It's a very cool toned grayish palette, but honestly, they're kind of meh. Like, they kind of suck. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Next one is the Hamish Daylism Eye Palette Koji Coral. And I love this. This used to be like one of my go-to palettes, but now that I have so many, I don't use this that often anymore, but I still love this, so I'm gonna keep it. And the next two are the Etude House Kit Kat palettes. I have yet to use these. I bought these like a couple of months ago even on eBay, and I have not used them yet because I completely forgot about them. I only unboxed them last week or so. I've not used them yet, but I don't reckon that the quality of these palettes are that good. I'm just it's just a collector's item because it's Kit Kat. I love Kit Kat. I have another palette that I'm definitely keeping. I love this palette so much. Gonna keep it. Oops. I don't know why I always keep those little plastic things, but you never know. The next one is the Soft Glam. This is my second ABH palette, and I love this one even more than I do the Modern Renaissance, because I think this one is more neutral, and I love these shades, and the black is great. I love this. I'm keeping this. The next ones are some e.l.f. palettes. This one, hang on, let me put this one aside for a sec. This one is the Rose Gold Sunset palette. I bought this when I was in LA last year. Oh, I'm not flipping you off. I keep doing that. And these are great. It was so affordable. I don't remember the exact price, but like the quality is very good for that price point. I love this. But honestly, I need to use this more. And this one is the Matte for Matte Eyeshadow Summer Breeze palette. The quality is great, just like this other one. But I rarely use just mattes on my eyes. So whenever I use this, I had to use like a separate shimmer shadow for like the inner corner, but I still like this. Next one is like one of my favorite palettes, the Marc Jacobs. I love these shades, and I'm actually going to buy the same exact one for my mom as a present because, you know, some luxury makeup, lovely packaging, and my mom doesn't really own good eyeshadows, I realized, so I thought, why not? So the next one is a Milani Bold Obsessions, hang on, number 2. No, it's just called Bold Obsessions. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. The next one is the Stila. It's called the Soul palette, I think. I bought this, I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe, when I was in Korea, and back then I did not have that many eyeshadow palettes, so I used this one quite a bit, along with the next one, which I'm going to show you in a second. It's another Stila palette, and I do really like this, but I don't ever use it anymore, so I think I'm going to give this to a friend. The next one is the Spirit palette, and this one I used even more. Whenever I went traveling somewhere, I always took this one because it has a big mirror, and I really like this shade. I used this quite a bit, but not anymore, so maybe I should give this to someone as well. Yeah. The next two are some and other stories palettes, and they really suck. Like, I don't know why I bought these. They weren't even that, like, affordable. They kind of look pretty. I was especially excited for this kind of, the green shade. But honestly, like, when you swatch it, it's fine. But when you put it on your eyes, it kind of sucks. I don't know. I'm just gonna give these two to someone else if someone wants it. The next two are some, I don't even know, Leslie. Like, this one is like broken. I dropped it. But it's actually pretty. Like, the shades are very pretty. Let me try to show you without spilling it. This one is a completely matte one, and this one was a shimmery one. I am going to give this to a friend, and this I'm going to throw out because it's broken. The next one I am definitely keeping, the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I love this so much. I used it quite a bit during the summertime especially. I love these kind of warm shades, the pink shades, and I love this. I want so many more Natasha Denona palettes, but they're so freaking expensive, so I'm gonna save up and get some more, especially the gold one. I think that is going to be the next investment that I'm going to make. Yes, I'm keeping this for sure. And I also have like these two mini palettes. This is the, I think, the Star palette. Yeah, and this is the Sunset. I do think the colors are cool. Like, the quality of Natasha Denona palettes, they're like the best. Like, hello, look at that. It's crazy. I'm keeping these two, putting it right there. The next are some Tarte palettes, the Tarte Toasted. I love this. I use it quite a bit. I just like this Tartelette like the eyeshadow quality of the Tartelette palettes, so I'm keeping this. Also the Tartelette in Bloom. I actually prefer this one over this one because I just use this more often. Yeah, so I love this. Definitely keeping it. And I have another Tarte palette. This is the, this came in like a holiday kit, I don't know, and but I do like this. So yeah. The next one is a Sephora palette to take away Intense Coffee collection. I got this for Christmas. It looks really nice, and I used it like a couple of days ago, but to be completely honest, I'm not sure if I like this so much. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm sorry. The next one is the It's Skin Life color palette for the eyes, and this one is the #1 Rom&nd palette. So this one dupes the MAC, like the most popular MAC shades. I used it quite a bit for a minute. Oops! That wasn't supposed to happen. And the next one is like the same one, but this one dupes a bunch of Laura Mercier palettes, and it's called Laura. #2 Laura. Like this one as well. The next one is a Holika Glossy Play eyeshadow palette. And #1 Mature Peachy, Mature Peach. And I love this color story so much. I took it to Lyon with me when I was there with my sister, and like I even used these shades for my blush, and I love this. I love this so much, so I'm gonna keep it, love it, use it, whatever. The next two are Zoeva palettes. This is the Premier palettes. I just recently bought these two because I wanted to try some Zoeva palettes. I used to work at Zoeva, fun fact, and back then when I worked there, they didn't have these palettes. They only had like this huge 80 shade palette. Or is it 80 shades, or am I exaggerating, and it's only like 25 or so. I'm not sure. But anyway, I've heard so many people talk about the eyeshadow palettes nowadays, so I wanted to try them. The other one that I have is the Opulence palette, and let me show them to you side by side. But I think I like this one, like the is it the Opulence? No, the Premier one. I do prefer. You know what? I think I'm just gonna keep the Premier one, and the Opulence one I'm giving to my sister. I think she would like that. The next one is the Kat Von D Shade and Light. I've not used this for a minute, I have to be honest. Like when I remember when I, ooh, that one's nice. It's so like wet looking. Look at that. I remember when I first got it and I tried to use it, like I tried to use this one, and I kind of was a bit confused because these shades are so dark, so I could not use them as transition shades. And was I supposed to use this as a transition? I don't know. Like, this looks too gray and dull. I just did not know what kind of look to create with this, so that's why I stopped using it, I think, but maybe I should give it another go. So I'm holding on to this for now. The last two palettes that I have are some must-have palettes. It's like I think it's a Korean brand, and I got this when I went to the makeup school in Korea. Hang on, I'm trying to kind of clean my fingers. Yeah, these are the palettes that we used when we were at the makeup school, and I think they're not bad, but I never use these. I am going to give this to someone. As you can tell, I am keeping most of my palettes. Like, this is a huge portion of my eyeshadow palettes that I'm keeping, but you know, I love eyeshadows, and I don't think that you can have too many. I don't think that I have a huge collection, relatively speaking. Should I count them? I'll count them. So I am keeping 32 palettes. I'm throwing 4 palettes out, which is not a lot. And I am giving away 9 of my palettes to friends and family, and I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good, but maybe it's not. I don't know. 32 palettes I'm keeping. It sounds like a lot, but really, I really truly use every single one of these. I swear. I think I did okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. I like watching declutter videos, and I thought that you might as well, so thumbs it up if you did, and you can also follow me if you'd like. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!